Hi, I'm Rose Watson.
And I'm Caroline Wisler, and collaboratively we are
Watson Wisler. We'd like to welcome you to the Tweed Gallery downtown. The exhibition is called There Is a Language Little Known, and Caroline and I have worked collaboratively on this exhibition around the language of flowers, which is known as florography.
We first met when we were studying visual arts, and we quickly formed a close friendship through finding a shared love of nature and photography. So Rose uses contemporary digital photography methods, and I use historical photography methods, which is cyanotype mainly, from the 1800s.
We work very similar, and so There Is a Language Little Known was born, and that happened because we found this lovely little book, and in here is a poem, and it starts off, the first line is There Is a Language Little Known. So this is the poem. There is a language little known, lovers claim it as their own. Its symbols smile upon the land, wrought by nature's wondrous hand, and in their silent beauty speak of life and joy to those who seek. For love divine and sunny hours in the language of the flowers. The book is about florography, and florography is the secret language of flowers. So we decided to experiment with this idea and sourcing flowers and taking lots of photos and working together on this. We discovered tussie-mussies. A tussie-mussie is a small bouquet, and this was gifted to someone around a message. For instance, if you were gifted a ranunculus, it meant that you were captivated by someone's charm and you were very interested in them. If you sent your horseman with a bouquet of tansy, this meant that you were declaring war on your enemy. And tussie-mussies were a subtle way of doing communication, as opposed to these days where social media is the visual platform out there with emojis and GIFs and that, showing people how you're feeling in a public platform.
The first step in our process was sourcing the actual flowers, looking at their meanings in florography and trying to source particular flowers according to those meanings and what we could find locally.
Yeah, that was really lovely. That part of the process was fun, and then we take it into the studio, and we wanted to be able to reflect the flower, to reflect the message using the contrast of light and dark. And that digital photography was all done with natural light. We didn't use any false lighting at all. And we needed to agree on everything. It was really important for us as a collaboration to be able to support each other in our growth and our experimentation. So if one of us didn't like it, then it was out, and we kept working on that, and eventually we agreed on most things. And we were really happy with the digital images, and then I'd pass it over to Caroline.
So with the cyanotype process, a paper needed to be coated with a light sensitive solution, which I would prepare. Once that was dry and ready to go, I would take the substrate that Rose had produced and transpose that onto the paper using sunlight. Cyanotype needs UV light to process and develop the image. So once the image was developed to a point where I was happy, I would then wash the paper, dry it, press it, and let the image fully develop for at least another 24 hours.
Now, I guess our hope is that with our exhibition here, there is a language little known. We would like the viewer to experience it in a way that from the Victorian times. So we'd like the viewer to court commentary upon this forgotten language and see how it can have a place in modern